President Trump just slapped an added 25% tariff on India, bringing the total to 50%, which was an immediate cause for great consternation there. Not only will that tariff impact India's growth, the very act was a repudiation of the slowly emerging friendship between the two countries and a shutting off of an emerging avenue for taking business away from China. I would remind you that after World War II, it was the Soviet Union that was India's big ally, and America's big effort was to support Pakistan. We viewed India as a socialist communist country, and we viewed Pakistan as the best hope of democracy in the region. Obviously, our diplomatic efforts here came to very little, as Pakistan emerged as a hotbed for terrorism, and India, which has surpassed China as the world's most populated country, has emerged as a vibrant democracy that is one of the 7 largest economies in the world, by some measures as large as third. And these are the 7 countries that we focus on primarily. Together they constitute over 60% of world GDP, and we think if we know these 7, you kind of know the direction of the world. So how bad will these tariffs hurt India? Well, we are in fact a net importer from India, which puts India in Trump's crosshairs. Over the past 12 months, we imported $99 billion and exported $43 billion. But that makes our trade deficit with them only our 11th largest, at an amount 80% smaller than our trade deficit with China. And even though it has a trade surplus with the U.S., India has a trade deficit with the world, sitting at 2.3% of its GDP. And if we look at goods only, since they will be the ones directly impacted by the new tariffs, they have a massive trade deficit of 7.2% of GDP. India's goods exports contribute comparatively small amounts to its GDP, only 11%, as compared to 18% for China and 20+% for most European countries. And roughly 2.5 percentage points of that is exports to the U.S. So if this total 50% tariff cuts India's exports to the U.S. by 25% or even half, and U.S. consumers and businesses buy elsewhere, production in India would begin to slow due to weakening demand, and it could reduce India's growth rate from 8%, one of the world's highest, to 7% or less,